Hey everybody, welcome to my video on drawing from imagination. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, give a comment, and with that we can begin. Now in the background I've done one of my many imaginative drawings here. This is all from imagination, and if this is exactly what you want to do, this is the method that I found most efficient. If you're currently painting, stop. You want to be drawing first. Drawing takes way less time than painting. You don't have to think about things like value, color, form, lighting, and you most certainly can think about those things, but the point is that you really don't have to. Drawing's focus is on proportion. It's on gesture and pose. It's also so much quicker, which leads me into the first thing that you guys should be doing is gesture. If you fail often and fail quickly, you're going to be way better off. Here's an example. Let's say you start a painting and you get the gesture and the proportions wrong right off the bat, and you spend time on it, you spend time rendering, you're going to be way less likely to try and correct that mistake than you would a 30-second gesture because you are attached to it. The pose that you chose is going to take an hour to fully complete just to realize, oh, I did something wrong. Gestures help you fail quicker and learn faster from those mistakes. Okay, let's do a little overview here, and it will just cover what is in the package, and then I can explain why it is in the package. When I do gesture, I do 3 different drawings per pose, so per reference pose. I'll have a reference set up, I'll do a 30-second to a minute gesture based off of that. At this point, I take this time for reflection. I look at my drawing, I see the mistakes that I have made, and I can take the opportunity to learn from them right now. Compare your drawing to the reference. This could take 30 seconds, it could take up to 5 minutes. From then, I look at the reference and I try and memorize it a little bit. I flip the page and I do that same pose, that same reference drawing, but from memory. Then I have another little reflection period after the drawing, again taking up to 30 seconds to 5 minutes. Now I do an imaginative drawing. This is where I will change the angle, or I'll change the pose, or I'll change where the lighting is coming from for my shadow shapes. I can change body type and or style. At this point, I really like to make sure I have fun with it. Do something that I want to draw for the imaginative drawing. Something I like to remember is have fun. Use this technique as your motivation level sees fit. I personally find that this technique helps me engage my curiosity in whatever subject matter I'm studying. But if it doesn't for you, feel free to take more liberties. These gestures can be of anything. They can be of the whole body, they can be of a single body part like the hand or foot or knee. I highly suggest you start with the body first if you're doing anatomy, and then work your way down to something more specific. Now that I've explained the general outline, here's a couple rationales for some of the things that I said. Start with reference. Reference helps you accurately rid yourself of biases. An example of biases might be that when you're drawing female figures, you make the butt too big or the chest too big, or you don't necessarily know what the foot looks like and you draw kind of a childish foot. This will help you see what's actually there versus see what you think is there. Now, why take a reflection period? This helps you actually take a look at what you've drawn and see where you might have gone wrong. And because you have a reference to directly compare it to, you can isolate mistakes, like let's say you made the shin too long, you'll know not to make the same mistake again. Now, why draw from memory? Memory helps you recall some of the different aspects that you were drawing. So maybe how a certain bone in the leg transitions into the calf when sitting down. This will show you where your biases are. You might notice in your memory drawing that the feet that you draw here look a lot more cartoonish and inaccurate. It's probably going to be because you're seeing your biases exposed. Now, why draw from imagination? This part's going to be exposing and exploring blind spots and gaps of knowledge that you had in your subject matter. It will also help you think critically about what you do know about the body. and try and piece together things that you might not know. It will also help you rely a whole lot less on reference material. Now just a few things that I like to think about while I'm drawing. I don't like to leave proportions knowingly wrong if I have time. I don't draw a line twice if I can't help it. When drawing from reference, try looking at negative space or comparing any angle that you see against vertical or horizontal. It'll help you get much more accurate lines. If you really like this video and you plan on using this technique, join my Discord. I'd love to see your progress. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you can, and you like this content, definitely head over to my Patreon and spare me a couple bucks. It would help a whole lot. That's it for me today. I'm Goblin. See you under the bridge.